Welcome to the course Unix and Shell Programming. Myself S. Nagmalikras, Assistant Professor CSE Department from Vignan Institute of Information Technology. Today we are going to discuss lecture 3 from Unit 4 is about EXPR command and here document. In previous lecture, that is lecture number 2 from Unit 4, we discussed about positional parameters and exit status, how to find the exit status of the command and how to exit the current shell. So those three topics we discussed in the last lecture. One is positional parameters, exit status of the command and how to exit from the current shell. So in today's lecture, we are going to discuss these two topics about EXPR command and here document. So while coming to lecture outcome, students able to know how to evaluate expressions with the help of EXPR command, and not only that, students able to know how to pass the document with the help of here document. Now, while coming to EXPR, so EXPR is nothing but to evaluate an expression. So EXPR means expression. If you want to evaluate any expressions in the shell script, with the help of EXPR, we can evaluate. Not only that, EXPR evaluates integer or string expressions and including pattern matching regular expressions. EXPR command, there are two options that are going to use with EXPR command. One is help and next option is version. Help is nothing but to display a help message and after that automatically it will exit. That means it gives how to use like that, enter instructions it will give. If you want to know how to perform or how to use this EXPR, then we use this option help. So it will display a help message and after that it will automatically exit. Like that, version. This is the second option that is present in EXPR command is version. In this, it displays version information and exit. So now let us consider some examples of EXPR command or how to evaluate the expressions with the help of EXPR command. Let us consider this example one. If you want to perform any addition of two numbers, then with the help of EXPR command, how we are going to evaluate, let us see here. So to perform addition of two numbers. So we already seen in definition, to evaluate an expressions with the help of EXPR command only, it is possible. Here we are writing in this way. This is shell prompt. This is the command we are writing here, EXPR. Now we are going to find out the sum of these two numbers. One is 4 and next one is 6. So user wants to add these two numbers. How it will possible means with the help of EXPR command. So after that, if you check the output, answer is 10. So in the output, the answer is 10. So it evaluates like it will add these two numbers 4 plus 6, then answer is 10. So here, if you want to hold this value, then we can write in another form. For example, here this EXPR form is just normal form. If we evaluate like this, just it will print the output on the screen. That means if you write like this, we can't hold the result. So if you want to hold the value of the expression, then we have to write in this form variable is equal to value. Consider here variable is sum. Sum is nothing but variable is equal to value. In the place of value, we are going to write this EXPR command. Here how execution will happens means EXPR, it will evaluates, it will add these two numbers 4 plus 6 and the answer is 10. So this value will stored in this variable that is sum. If you want to print that output or if you want to get the output like this, enter. So $sum, we know that dollar means if you want to access the value that is present in that variable, we have to write the syntax $variable name. So $sum, then we got the answer is 10. If you want to straight away to print the value, we can write this way, EXPR space 4 plus operator plus 6. No need to write any back quotations because directly we are printing the value. If you want to hold the result, then only we have to write in this form variable is equal to value. If the EXPR is in the value place, then we have to write in back quotes. That means we are telling the shell, you have to treat this one as a command. That means shell will execute first this one within back quotes. So it will evaluate EXPR. After the result will assign to this variable. If you want to print that variable echo space $sum, then result is 10. So this is useful in the shell script. If you want to catch the or if you want to hold the value, then we have to write in this form variable is equal to value. Welcome to second example, subtraction. Previous example is in addition, no? Like that. Same, EXPR 10 minus 2. So that means it will evaluate the subtraction operation. Then the answer is 8. So if you want to hold the result means like that variable, here variable name is sub, assume variable name is subtraction. If you want to write this expr in the value place, then we have to include in the back quotes. Then we have to write command name expr and 10 operator, subtraction operator and 2, and again we have to close this with the back quotes. So this entire thing is in, we can treat as a value. Shell will evaluate first this one and the answer is 8. So this 8 will assign to sub. If you want to print that result, echo space dollar variable. So variable is sub, then answer is 8. With the help of these two ways, we can execute the expr command. In this form, we can't hold the result. If you want to hold the result, we have to write in this way, variable is equal to value. While coming to multiplication of two numbers, before that you consider this note, the multiplication operator, this asterisk operator, you have to include along with escape. For example, if you are writing in this way, it will not treat this one as a multiplication. So this is very important point. If you want to evaluate multiplication operator, you have to include with escape like this. Then only shell will treat this one as a multiplication. If you are writing straight away this one, shell never treat this one as a multiplication. So here expr space 4 into 5. So if when you are writing like this with along with escape, then only shell will treat this one as a multiplication. So then multiplication operator will evaluate, and the answer is 4 into 5 is nothing but 20. So the output is 20. If you want to hold the value, similarly like previous examples, variable is equal to value. For example, mul is equal to, this is variable name, expr 4 into 5, and we have to enclose it within back quotes. So answer will stored in the, our output will stored in this variable mul. We know that the answer is 20. So this value is stored in this variable mul. If you want to print that output, echo space $mul. You are trying to access the value that is present in this variable. So the answer is 20. So we have to write multiplication in this way along with escape. If you are writing directly like this, it will treat it as a error, or it will never consider as a multiplication. So while coming to addition, subtraction, straight away we can write like this, plus addition minus subtraction. But multiplication you have to write with in this way with escape. Now with the help of expr command, how we are going to increment the variable? Let us consider this example. Here previously we are considering one variable and we are assigning the value with 10. That means this is y, variable name, it stores the value 10, because here we are assigning y is equal to 10. So this variable y contains the value 10. Now let us consider here, we are writing expr in the form of variable is equal to value. That's why we have to enclose expr within back quote. Now variable is equal to value. First shell will execute it. It will check whether any command substitution is there. That means any command enclosed in a back quotes. So first it will verify whether the command substitution is there or not. If it is there, then it will evaluate the first command substitution and then it will replace with that output. So first here command substitution is there. So shell will execute it first command substitution. That means this part. This part is nothing but value. We know that variable is equal to value. Here expr $y plus 1. $y is means we are trying to access the value present in the y. In the y, the value is 10. So $y is nothing but 10. Next, addition operator plus, and the another value is 1. Now expr 10 plus 1. The answer is 11. Now the output of this entire thing is 11. Now this 11 is assigned to y. So this old value is replaced with new value, that is 11. Now y contains 11. Now you are trying to print the value present in the y, echo space $y. So we know that the value present in the variable y is 11. So output is 11. So in this way we are going to increment the variable. So this is very useful in while writing the loops, while loop, for loop or until loop. When we are incrementing the, or if you want to decrement the any variable, then we have to write in this way. Matching number of characters in two strings. So for this, how we are going to use the expr? Let us consider this example. So the application is matching number of characters in two strings. That means here we are providing two strings. So here EXPR evaluates and it will matches how many characters are same. For example, here EXPR, you know that this is command. Here we are given two strings. With the help of this colon, we are separating this. This is string 1, this is string 2. So EXPR white space and first string and again white space. We have to give colon, again white space, and this is the second string. Now how it will evaluate these two strings means, when you are giving like this colon, what happens means it will checks or it will matches these both strings how many characters are same. For example, first it will matches this character G, and in here second string also the first character is G. So both are same. In first string the second character, and again it will matches the second string second character, that is here also E. That means both are same. So first character GG same, and second character in first string is E, and second character in second string is E. So that one also same. Again it will checks for third character in the first string, that is E, and the third character present in second string is also E. So up to here it will matches. Again it will goes for fourth character, here K, here also fourth character is K. That means up to 4 characters the both two strings are same. While coming to fifth character in first string, here S is there. In second string there is no fifth character. That means some difference may happen. So until that how many characters are same means it will evaluates in this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 characters of string 1 is matching with the 4 characters of the string 2. So the output is 4. So in this way, with the help of EXCR command, it will gives the output the matching number of characters in two strings. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 characters are same. That's why the output is 4. Not only that, with the help of EXPR command, we can also find out the length of the string. How we are going to find out the length of the string? Let us consider this example. Here the application is to find length of the string. So with the help of EXPR command, how we are going to evaluate means, so here EXPR, so we are writing in variable is equal to value, that's why we are enclosing within backquotes. So EXPR with the help of this length command, so again we are writing here length, then $A. Assume here the variable A, this is variable A, it contains the value. Here we are assigning this value to this variable. Here value is HELLO, hello. Hello. So this variable contains this value. This is the first statement. While coming to second statement, B is equal to, so here we are taking another variable. So B is equal to, within backwards we are writing this EXPR, that means command substitution is there. So shell will execute first this one. So here EXPR space length. So this one it will identify how many characters that are present in this variable. So we know that A contains HELLO because we are assigned here. So it will find out the length, that means how many characters that are present in this variable. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So how many characters that are present in this variable means total 5. So how the value 5 will got means with the help of this length. So this one identifies how many characters present in this variable. So the answer is 5. So now this value is assigned to this variable. That means now B variable contains the value 5. If you are trying to print the value that is present in the B with the help of echo command, echo space $B, then the answer is 5. So in this way, with the help of this length along with EXPR command, we are going to find out the length of the string. While coming to next application of the EXPR, if you want to find the index or position of characters in string. So in previous example we have seen that length of the string. Now in this example we are going to find the index or position of the specified character in a given string. Now let us consider this example here. Again the variable A, here we are assigning this one, variable is equal to value. So this value is assigned to this variable A. So A contains value HELLO, hello. Now B is equal to, within backwards we are writing EXPR space index space variable name, that means $A, and here we are giving the character. That means to which character we are going to find the position, that character we have to specify here. That means it will find out this location of this character in that string. For that purpose we are giving character here L. So I am giving here L. So the syntax is index, string, and the character that we are going to find out the location, that character we have to give here. So now how it will execution happens means, index, it will find out this character in this string. Here A contains this value HELLO. So first it will check L, at what position it will present. So first it will check whether this is equal to L or L is present here means no. We know that position is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first it will check with first character, so it will not matches. Next it will matches with the second character, so L, here E, so matching not happen. Again it will checks with the third one, yes, L, here also L, so matches happen. That means L is located at the location third place. So the answer is 3. So here the L is located, or the position of the L in this string is at third position. We know that third position that L is present. This index means it will identify the position of this character in this variable. So the answer is 3. So after evaluating this entire part, the answer is 3. So this 3 was stored in this variable B. If you are going to print this variable B, the answer is 3. So we know that as letter L is at position 3. So in this way we are going to find the index or position of character in a string. Next, in this example we are going to find substring of a string. So let us see with the help of EXPR how we are going to find out the substring of a string. Again we are taking here variable is equal to value, so A contains value, HELLO, hello. Now while coming to here expression B is equal to EXPR. Now our aim is we have to find the substring from the given string. So this is the SUBSTR. To find out the length of the string, we are giving here word length. To find out the index, we are giving here index. Like that, if you want to find out the substring, we have to give SUBSTR. Sub str nothing but string, substring. Next, here we are giving variable. In which variable we have to extract the substring, that variable we are giving here. And next, this one is, first one is position and second one is length. So here the first value indicates the position and the second value indicates the length. That means here 2 is nothing but from second position. From second position, 3 indicates length. From second position, how many characters you are going to extract? That is the value 3. That means 2, 3, 4. Let us consider this example. We know that in first position H is there, in second position E is there, in third position another L is there, in fourth position another L is there, in fifth position O is there. So total 5 characters are there. So respective position also we are showing here. So H is in first position, E is in second position, L is in third position, another L is in fourth position, O is in fifth position. How this substring is evaluate, or how this substring is extract the substring from the given string means, first you have to verify this one. 2 means position. So which character that is present in the second position means, see this is 2. We are giving 2 means second position E character is present. That means from here the length is 3. 3 means 1, 2, 3. So total 3 characters. This is known as length. So this is that value 3. So 3 indicates length. So from the second position 3 characters we are going to extract. So that means this one, second one and third one. So this is total length is 3 from second position. So what are those characters? So this substring will extract from the position 2, the length is 3. So the answer is ELL. So 2, second position is, E is located at the second position and the length is 3. That means from second position 3 characters. So the answer is ELL. So this value is assigned to this B. Now if you are trying to print echo space $B, then the answer is ELL. So this is the substring. So in this way we are going to find the substring of the string with the help of this function SUBSTR. So in this way, with the help of EXPR along with SUBSTR, we can extract the substring from the given string. Let us consider these two examples. The following is an example involving Boolean expressions, that too OR operator. So let us consider OR operator. EXPR, here we are writing total two operators. One is we are performing length operation. So this is OR operator, and this is another expression that we are going to evaluate. That means we have to perform two operations. So before OR is one operation and second one is second operation. So in first operation, here we are going to find out length of A, B, C, D, E, F. That means up to here, what is the value? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So length on this string. So length will find out the given string is A, B, C, D, E, F. That means answer is 6. Now it will comparison will happen. 6 is less than 5. 6 is less than 5 means the answer is false. So if 6 is greater than 5, then answer is true here, but the 6 is less than 5, the answer is false. After this operator, we have to evaluate this operation. Here 15 minus 4, so the answer is 11. 11 greater than 8, we know that answer is true. So now what happens, it will Boolean expression is nothing but here false and OR operator is there, and here true. So the answer is 1. That means while performing this OR operator, if any one of the result is true, then answer is true. When the answer is false means if both operands result is false, then only the result is false. So if any one of the operand result is true, then the answer is true. Here the one value indicates if the output is 1, this indicates true. If the result is 0, then that indicates false. So here the answer is 1, that indicates that this expression result is 1, that means true. Why means here false, after that logical OR operator, and this said result is true. False, logical OR, true. Any one of the result is true, then the answer is true. Here one result is true, that's why the answer is 1. This is nothing but true. Nothing but true. Similarly, let us consider this Boolean expression AND operator. So logical AND operator. We seen here how the OR operator will works. Now AND operator. So same example you consider here. This is AND. We have to find out the result of this one, and we have to find out the result of this one. First, length of A, B, C, D, E, F. We know that answer is 6. For this result, the answer is 6. 6 less than 5. So the answer is false. Now here 15 minus 4, 11. 11 greater than 8. The answer is true. Here false and true. So logical AND means when it will give true means if the both result is true, then only the answer is true. If any one of the result is false, then the answer is false. Here one result is false, that's why the overall result is false. Here this 0 indicates false. So once again, logical OR means when it will give true means if any one of the result is true, then the answer is true. Logical AND means if any one of the result is false, then the answer is false. So 1 indicates true, here 0 indicates false. So in this way, we are going to evaluate the Boolean expressions. One is with the help of logical OR, and another one is with the AND operator. So with the help of these examples, we seen that how to evaluate the expressions with the help of EXPR command. Now let us see the next topic in this lecture is here document. Next topic is here document. Here document is nothing but if you want to provide any multiple line input, it is only possible with the help of here document. So if you want to provide multiple line input, then it is possible with the help of here document. The syntax is we have to give these two meta characters continuously without any gap, like means we have to write like this continuously. This indicates the here document. Basically here document is a mechanism for working with large blocks of text. So this is only one option. With the help of here document, we can provide large blocks of text, that is nothing but multiple lines of input. If our requirement is only one line like that, echo statement is enough. If you want to provide some blocks of code or multiple lines, then it is possible with the help of here document. That is continuously we have to give these meta characters less than symbols. Next, from a readability standpoint, here document is extremely useful. So the here document is easy to read and it is easy to work with here document. So let us consider some examples. Here echo, this is a test. So we know that, for example, this is one pipe symbol. Before pipe symbol one command is there, after pipe symbol another command is there. We know that what is the role of this pipe symbol means it will takes the output of the previous command and it will gives as a input to the next command. So that is the role of this pipe symbol. Now here what happens, assume if there is no this pipe symbol and this command, what happens means echo, this is the test. If you type enter, as it is this argument will print on the screen. Now this will not happen because we are providing pipe symbol. That means this is a test. So this string is given as a input to this command. Here this command is WC. We know that WC means word count. So the main aim of word count is it will find out how many lines are there, how many words are there, how many characters are there from the given data. For this command we are using this option W. W means only words. That means it will never give the output number of lines, number of characters, because we are using the option W. Option W means only number of words only it will give as a output. WC space option W. This means it will give whatever the string we are passing to this command, from that string how many words are there. So now we are giving the string is this is a test. This is the input to this command. So it performs or it will calculates or it will evaluates how many words are there in this the string. So the answer is 1, this is second word, third word, and this is 4. So the answer is 4. So if you consider this example, here we are providing only one line data. If you want to provide multiple lines with this command, it will not possible. Then the only one option is here document. So with the help of here document, we can give multiple lines of input. How it will possible? Let us consider. So now we are demonstrating how here document will work. How here document will work. So why we are using here document or why we are going for here document means, here if you consider this example, only single line data only we can give. If you want to provide multiple lines of data or multiple lines of input, then it is possible with only here document. So consider this example, WC space option W. We know that it will count only number of words. This is known as here document, and we have to give one delimiter. Whatever the string, no problem. Not only we have to give always EOF end of file like that. We can give any sort of string here. Here I am considering EOF end of file like that. So capital EOF. Why we have to give this EOF? I will explain here. After pressing the enter key, what happens means in our shell prompt, like this one bracket will open. That means shell is waiting for input from the user. That means we have to, here cursor will blinks like that. That means we can give like this. We have to give input. After that enter, again one bracket will come, again cursor will blink. That means we have to give input here. That is the meaning of here document. Here itself we can give our input. That is the meaning of here document. After pressing this enter, here cursor will blinking. That's why I am given the data. This is a test. After that enter, again bracket open. That means again still shell is waiting for input from the user. Again I given some data, this line. Again I given some data. Again I given some data. After that, okay, I want to end. That means user given enter data. How to terminate means user has to give the delimiter. Whatever the delimiter we are giving here, we have to give same string here. For that reason we are giving here delimiters. Whatever the, for example, if I am giving here x, y, z, assume here itself I have to give like this same x, y, z. That means when shell encounters this string x, y, z, it will match. If this delimiter is matching this one, then shell will treat, that means giving of data is completed from the user. For that reason it will exit from that here document. So the syntax is, along with this here document, we have to give one delimiter. So this delimiter y means if you want to terminate the here document, we have to give same delimiter here. Here we given delimiters EOF. Again, if when user types this EOF, then it will never takes any input from the user. That means that is the end of the user's data. So for that reason we have to give delimiter. So there is no condition, we can give any sort of the string. Let us consider the output is 16. That means it counts here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. So total how many words are there means 16. So we seen here in this example without here document, and what is the role of here document. Without here document means only one line of text, echo statement is sufficient. If you want to provide some multiple lines of data, then with the help of here document only it is possible. So with this syntax we have to give one delimiter. When shell encounters the delimiter here, the thought that is the end of the here document. In this way we are going to use the here document. Here we are giving cat here document. If we are providing dash along with this here document, what happens? Let us consider. We know that STOP is nothing but one delimiter. After that enter, what happens? It will waits for the user input. Okay, user given some data, again enter, again user given some data. Okay, user wants to stop the data. That means user has to give the delimiter whatever we are given here. So here we are given delimiter STOP. So same delimiter we have to give STOP. Then it will stops the accepting the data from the user because these two delimiters are same. Now what happens means, what is the role of this dash along with this here document means, if we are providing any spaces, these white spaces are removed. So see here output, no white spaces are there. If there is no this dash symbol, if you are giving only plain here document, what happens means, along with this white spaces output will present. So white spaces also present in that output. If you want to remove those white spaces from the input, so we have to provide this dash along with here document. When a dash is added to the meta characters, then leading tab characters are removed. So this is the example. So here spaces are there, these spaces are removed in the output. Why means along with dash we are providing the here doc. While coming to summary, we seen that how EXPR command will evaluates the expression. With so many examples we seen how arithmetic operations will perform, on string operations how the XPR plays a major role. We can find out the length of the string. If you want to find out the location or position of the character from the string, that is also possible. And if you want to extract the substring from the string, we seen all examples in this topic EXPR command. And also we seen that how here document is useful, because with the help of here document only we can provide multiple lines of input. So while coming to here document, the syntax is continuously we have to provide these two characters. So don't confuse here. One less than symbol if you are providing, this means input redirection. If you are providing one greater than symbol, this indicates output redirection. If you are providing continuously two greater than symbols, this indicates append. That means in existing file, old data will as it is present, after that new data will append. If you are using only one greater than symbol, what happens means old data will erase and new data will copied. So input redirection, this is output redirection, this is output redirection along with append. Next, if you are giving continuously two less than symbols, this is the meaning of here document. So we already discussed with some examples how here document we are going to use. And along with the dash symbol, what happens means, so it will displace the output by removing all white spaces. In next lecture we are going to discuss about script command. Thank you.